Yo, what's good everyone? Today, as you can tell, we are checking out a brand new game here on the channel, and this one is called Developer Simulator. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this one is a little bit different than what we usually cover here on the channel, and the reason I say that is because, well, it's very rare when I go ahead and actually cover a clicker game. If I'm not mistaken, we've only really done it 2 other times this year, and that's of course Arcana, which was an incredible game, which kind of went ahead and mixed in the clicker genre with as well as an RPG, even though they're kind of going to be steering away from that very soon here, according to some of the logs that I've read. And the second one is going to obviously be Tapping Gods, but you know, that's the homie Russo's game, and that one is just kind of in its own genre because, you know, it's incredible. But now this game today is extremely interesting for the simple fact that they kind of completely changed how the entire how do I explain this, man? I am absolutely terrible at explaining. So you know what, we're gonna skip all of that and we're just gonna get right into the gameplay, so that way I can show you guys firsthand and you can go ahead and make your own opinions on this. So for starters, if you notice on the very bottom, it says make models, make scripts, and make sounds. Then if we go ahead and look on the left hand side, you'll notice that there is 3 options which are corresponding to these down here. So if I go ahead and click on models, you'll notice that my symbol on the left hand side is going up, and the same thing will happen if I click on scripts. And of course, if you haven't guessed it already, the same thing also happens when you click on sound. But what's interesting about this is the fact that if you go ahead and kind of walk around, there's also these PCs that you can redeem. Those go ahead and reward you with CPU, which is what you're going to be using in order to create games. Well, that's actually not entirely true because the CPU goes towards increasing the multiplier of each one of these down here, while the clicks in the bottom are what you actually use to go ahead and create the games. Let me just show you over here. So if you come to this little spot over here that says game creator place and go ahead and open this menu, you'll notice that it says you can create games here, create games by using your models, scripts, and sound. So currently I'm only missing about 3 models, so let me go ahead and grab those really quick. So there we go, we have 10 models, 10 scripts, as well as 12 of the sounds, but we only really need 10 sounds in order to be able to create our first game. Now at this point, I'm sure your question is going to be, well, when you create the game, what actually happens? As you can see down here, it says +1 game, and the multiplier for making models and scripts goes ahead and increases for you. So let's make our first one, and now you'll notice that when I click on models, instead of getting 1, I am getting 2. If we go ahead and take a look over here, you'll notice that it says you need a total of 10 games in order to move on to the next area, being the beach. So that's obviously going to go ahead and be our goal for right now. And actually, wait a minute, what is this right here? It's actually been a couple of days since I played this on my alt, so they've done quite a bit of updates. If I'm not mistaken, they've been updating this game roughly around every 2 or 3 days. And I also did forget to mention that the developer of this game had an extremely popular game recently. I'm not mistaken, it was either the end of last year or the beginning of this year, and it was called Tapping Legends. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure what exactly this is. It's called Beginner Crypto Box, and then when you open it up, it shows a noob coin, eternal coin, mini coin, and star coin. This is going to cost us 50 CPUs, so I don't think I'm going to do that right this very second. Oh look, this over here is a rare golden PC spawn. Those also spawn around, which actually there's another one right over here. I'm going to try and steal this from green. Will I be able to do it? Come on, give it to me. There we go. So that gave me 10. Oh, there's another one over here. Let's go. I'm snatching all these golden PCs. By the way, just a little heads up, I'm currently recording this while there is somewhat of a hurricane / tropical storm coming towards me, because yes, I am in Florida, so we have tropical storm Elsa that should be hitting us roughly around a couple of hours from the time that I'm recording this. So I just want to go ahead and kind of warn you guys, there may be a slim chance you might hear a little bit of lightning here and there in the background. But anyways, we now have 39 CPUs, which means I can go ahead and show you guys what are some of the things that you can do with this. So let's open up our worker menu on the right hand side, and if you notice, these are the individual workers that will also work as multipliers aside from the games that you make. So I obviously currently have 39 of the CPUs, so I'm going to upgrade every single one of these, and if you notice, the price for each one of them does increase every single time that you upgrade them. So yeah, man, it's definitely like a really interesting way on basically making a clicker game, because that's more or less what this is. And while I understand that a lot of my viewers are kind of big brain viewers, you know, we like to build things, and we also like to start businesses around here on Roblox and all that good stuff, but there is the handful of you guys that really enjoy clicker games, so I figured that this would be something interesting to you guys. And if there's another thing that I know that you guys absolutely love, it is leaderboards. And let me tell you, there is leaderboards for quite literally everything in this game. Now, if we go ahead and move over to this little area right over here, it's called Studio Place. This is where you're gonna go in order to kind of keep track of not only how many games you've made, but also how much money your studio has made, how many visits your game has gotten, likes, favorites. And then if you notice at the very bottom down here, when you do go ahead and make $1,000, you can spend that money into sponsoring your game so that way you get more visits. It's pretty cool, man. Like, obviously, if this was another just just generic clicker, I wouldn't be bringing the video to you guys. But these are kind of just one of those like hidden gems on Roblox that just haven't gotten the recognition that I personally feel it deserves. But let's not get sidetracked anymore. We need to go ahead and make 10 games so we can move on to the next area. So let's kind of focus on this right now. And actually, we can go ahead and make our second game already, dude. We're making some real good progress. All right, we need 118 for each and every single one of these. So let's go ahead and start working on that. Meanwhile, we're collecting PCs. Also, I'm sure you guys have already noticed, but yes, there is titles that you will get over your head over time. If you notice, I'm now considered a pro developer with 560 visits. All right, we have enough now to go ahead and make our third game. Let's get to that. Oh, actually, no, we don't. I'm just a little short on my sound. There we go. Next one is 226. Obviously, this is becoming a lot easier over time because I'm getting that multiplier from every single time that we make games. But I also do need to remember to continue upgrading my workers. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do right now is upgrade our sound, and then we'll need a couple more PCs and we can go ahead and upgrade our scripter as well. Let's check out our progress really quick. 3 games completed, only $9, but we're coming up on the 100 like mark as well as the 1,000 visit mark. That's definitely pretty cool. Let's go ahead and make game number 4 now. Next one is 373. These are starting to get a little steep, man. Let's go, another golden PC. Also, can't forget, let's open up our worker menu. We now have definitely enough. So I'm going to upgrade the scripter this time, and we're going to need to go ahead and finish getting to 29 so we can upgrade our modeler, which is the only one that we have so far that is only at 1 higher. Oh wait, I just noticed they didn't have these 2 over here the last time that I played. Robux shop. Okay, so there's a couple of game passes, ×2 model, ×2 script, and then we have like kind of like the other basic stuff all the way at the bottom. Pretty cool. What about over here at the money shop? Oh wow, okay, so you can spend your money also on getting multipliers. Dude, this is pretty crazy because there's so many different ways to get multipliers that honestly maintaining leaderboard position in this game must be an actual nightmare. All right, can't forget, I need to upgrade my model worker. So there we go, that's upgraded. And how many games have we actually completed so far? Is it 4 or 5? We've only done 4, so we're literally about to just now hit the halfway marker with 5 completed games. Next one is 563 of each. But honestly, with the multipliers that we got going right now, this is seriously not going to be hard at all. Yo, shout out to Jack for giving me a golden PC, man. What a nice guy. Yo, by the way, if you guys join my game and I'm not replying, please don't think that I'm not answering you because I'm like ignoring you or anything like that. I'm just usually recording and I have chat closed and everything. But as soon as I'm done recording, I do go in, open the chat, reply to everybody, assuming you guys are still in the lobby. But here we go, man. Game number 6 is about to get made right now. Next up is 797. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is finish up these last 4 games that we need, and we're going to move on to the next area. All right, so here we go. We now have exactly what we need to go ahead and make our 10th game. I'm going to go ahead, get this done. Let's look at our stats really quick because I need to confirm. Yep, indeed, we just made our 10th game. We only have $67 still, but we have 6.7K visits and almost 700 likes on our games. So that's pretty cool, man. But we're going ahead now and moving on to the second zone. Inside of here, you have more or less the same exact thing. Studio place is right over here. You have your game creator place, and then of course the Sandy crypto box and better PCs. How much do we get from here though? +5 every single time. Let's go. Now, if you notice at the very bottom, I do have 164 CPUs, and that's because I stopped upgrading my workers just so I could go ahead and buy one of these crypto boxes and we could check it out together, because honestly, I'm not 100% sure on what this does. This one is a little more expensive than the one in the first zone, but obviously that's just going to tell me that I'm assuming this is going to give me a better reward. But let's see, man. I'm not even going to be too greedy. I'll be happy with a mini coin. I mean, shoot, I'll even take an eternal coin at this point. So let's go ahead, buy. Yo, let's go. We got the star coin, the 10% one. Let's go, dude. All right, so if we go to inventory now, at the very bottom, we should have star coin. There it is right there. But I'm honestly not entirely sure what this is doing. It says we own one of them and the value of it is 8 CPUs. So if I was to go ahead and sell this, I'm assuming that it would give me 8 CPUs, but it is giving us a bonus of 1.04 times for a money multiplier. Now, what I'm a little bit confused about is the fact that, does that give me the money multiplier when I own it, or does it only give it to me when I sell it? I'm a tiny bit confused on that, but considering we're now at $80 and we were just at 67 not that long ago, I'm assuming the multiplier is working right now. Please, if any of you do play this, let me know in the comments. I would really appreciate it because right now I am a little clueless when it comes to that. Now, obviously, this is is going to take me an extremely long time because it is a grindy game. And from the looks of it, we have roughly around, I want to say like 3 more zones. So now the question is, does your boy want to pay to win, or should we not pay to win? You know what, guys? I think we're going to go ahead and do it. We're going to spend 600 Robux and get 25,000 CPUs, which is more than enough to go ahead and upgrade our workers a crazy amount. We'll be able to kind of zoom through this, and that way I can go ahead and be the guinea pig to show you guys what is going on in each and every single zone. I know that I'm about to pull a Russo right now, and I'm going to say, don't do it. Let me do it. But let's be realistic. Don't do it. Let me do it. So let's go ahead, man. In the name of the legendary Russo, here is my 600 Robux. Take it. But now we have 25,000 CPU, and we're gonna get to upgrading all of these workers as much as we can. We can probably do this for quite some time, but honestly, I also don't want to be dumb about this, so we need to be very, very smart on what we spend this on, because so far we do have 14 workers for each, and we're already down to 14,000 CPUs. So I'm gonna get each and every one of them to 15, and that leaves us with 12,000 CPUs. Let's take a look over here. We need 2.2K in order to move on to the next game that we need to make, which would put us at 11 games. The next zone is 20 games. Bro, we're gonna zoom through this. We're literally gonna zoom through this. Look at my yo, remember guys, it's not pay to win, it's pay to make content. So not P2W, P2MC. Remember, don't forget that. You heard it here. All right, so it's pretty safe to say, man, we're literally going to be moving on to this next zone, more than likely within the next couple of minutes here. So we'll be right back. All right, there we go. We went ahead and unlocked the next zone, which is called Toyland. So again, from the looks of it, same thing is going on over here. You're just going to have some better PCs, which let's see how much these give us. Plus 20 every single time that we redeem these. And these are called advanced PCs. Now, the next one is going to be at 50 games, which will be the winter zone. And then we have the final zone, which I believe is the most recent update that dropped either earlier today or maybe late last night. And that area is called the retro zone. Yo, I actually just noticed this, but in this area for the crypto box, the rarest coin is called a Magas coin. Honestly, I kind of want to try and get it. Let's see if we can. Oh, we got a noob coin. That hurt. One more. Okay, yeah, we're not doing that anymore. All right, so I just want to start off by saying, at first, I really thought that I had paid to win, and, you know, I was like, man, this is going to take me 15-20 minutes, and I'm going to be completely done with this. Well, joke was on me. That took actually forever, but as you can see, we have gone ahead and pretty much completed the game right now. I mean, we just went ahead and unlocked the final zone, which means that I now have 100 games created, as you can see over here on the left-hand side. And if we go ahead and take a look, this is what's going on over here. Keep in mind, a lot of you might be watching this video in the future, and there might be more things added because, like I mentioned before, the developers are constantly updating this game, especially since it's brand new right now. And not only are they introducing a lot of new zones, but they're also introducing a lot of little features. Like, for instance, like I mentioned before, I did have no clue whatsoever what this crypto box was, because when I played this game on my alt account roughly around, I want to say like 4 or 5 days ago, this didn't exist. But anyways, this area is indeed called the retro zone. Inside of here, you will find gaming PCs, which reward you with 250 CPU every single time that you redeem one. Now, I do have a gold one right over here, so we're going to take a look at how much this is going to give us. And that was 1,000. That's a lot, bro. Now over here, the retro crypto box is valued at 2,500, with the potato coin being the most expensive. I kind of want to do it. You know what? Yo, let's go, dude. That is way better than the potato coin. I will seriously take that all day long. And actually, if we go ahead and open up our inventory, we can see now that we have a 1.11 times multiplier for our money. But honestly, what's a little bit off to me is the fact that my total value is only 25 CPU. I feel like that should be a little bit more, especially considering how expensive these boxes are. But yeah, man, just to give you guys a general idea, I am currently at 100 games. And to go ahead and make my 101, I would need to spend 322,000 of all 3 of these being models, scripts, as well as sound. So pretty crazy. And if we take a look over here, we can see that I do have finally $1,000, 1,800 to be exact, almost 170,000 visits with 17,000 likes and 3,100 favorites. So I think it's safe to say that we turned into not only a ultra developer, but also a epic developer. I never thought I could get into this work field. You know what I'm saying? But look at me, man. I'm a YouTuber and I also make games. I actually have no idea anything about development. So this is probably the closest that I'm ever gonna get to making a game, unless I obviously like, you know, commission really smart people out there. Yo, developers, hit me up on DMs. Anybody? But yeah, guys, that's gonna go ahead and do it for this one. I really hope that you guys went ahead and enjoyed this video. If so, and you would like to see more of my videos, please make sure to go ahead and subscribe, and also drop a like on this video so that way I know that you guys enjoyed it. Make sure that you check out the game. I will have all the links in the description as well at the top of the comments. I'm gonna go finish getting ready for this hurricane because your boy's just not ready right now. But that's gonna go ahead and do it for this one. Like always, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.